Hi, good morning, people. It is morning here in the seat of Forest Park, Atlanta, Georgia. Time check is 9:48 a.m. I hope you are doing all good wherever you'll be watching this video from. It is Mr. Levinson, the owner of Till the End TV. Today, I want to share my flight experience from Africa, Zambia to Atlanta, Georgia. I'm a DV winner. That is 2022 DV winner. And my interview was scheduled for 19 July. And we did what was needed for us to do the interview. We went to the interview. We did the interview and we were finally told that we've been successful. We were told to come and collect the visas on Thursday, because we did the interview on Tuesday. On Thursday the following week. So now I was under pressure looking for the money to catch the first flight, because I needed to be here in Atlanta, Georgia before my family. I needed to create space and organize money for their flight ticket. And as usual, God has always come to my aid. I booked my first flight ticket for 17 September. Oh yes, I was scheduled to leave for 17 September, but because we didn't have enough money, the flight had a lot of connections. So in the same vein of waiting for that day to come, we had to cancel the flight. I was supposed to fly direct to Atlanta, Georgia, but due to some few changes again, we rescheduled for 19th September. And the September ticket was the final one. We didn't want to change to add more pressure again. So what we did was I settled for 19 September. But my flight has had a lot of connection. And imagine being a first-time flyer, it was kind of a very difficult thing, but you just have to be sharp. After all, we are all there to explore, to learn new experiences, to see other places. So I was supposed to leave around 19 hours. So a friend of mine, a very DV serious person, came to pick me around 15 hours from my place in Woodlands to the airport. It's about 8 kilometers from where I stay to the airport. That friend of mine, who's a lady, she came to pick me up, and then we went to her place. So because she stays near the airport, so I was at her place for good 2 hours. We were waiting for the husband to come from another place where we had gone to do some businesses. And when the husband came, we were there chatting and share experiences and how we would want those guys to get to the USA through green card. They know the issue of green card. Also, when it was summer 18, they took me to the airport. I was cleared by the security checkups at the airport, the immigration. There was no problem, and I was told to sit to wait for the plane. I was using Airlink from Zambia to South Africa, and 19 hours came. We boarded the plane. We were off for South Africa. I think that was about 2 hours flight, and you imagine that was my first time to board a plane. And we left for South Africa. We enjoyed in the air. We could see houses looking very small. Could just be seeing lighting. We were in the air for 2 hours. After 2 hours, we landed in Oliver Tambo International Airport. So, cause the ticket I got was under Royal Dutch Airline. Yeah, that is KLM. So we were in South Africa for 3 hours. After 3 hours, we were told to say the plane is ready now to start for people to start boarding. But before I come to start boarding, some airports are too big. So when we landed at the Oliver Tambo International Airport, I had to ask for the direction for the plane that is going to Holland. And that thing is so big that I was told to do this, enter into all different offices until I was told to say, now you are set, you go follow this direction until you find many people waiting for the same plane to start off. But what it is, they will give you air ticket that will have the number of the terminal that you have to board from. So you can even use the air ticket to direct you from which terminal you board from. So I, through asking for the direction, sometimes you're nervous, you don't know the place very well. So I was able to follow until I got to the place where people were supposed to board the plane for Holland. We were there waiting for 3 hours, and then when the plane was ready for people to start boarding, we boarded. And that is a very, very massive, huge airplane, people. It's so big. I remember it had, on the far left, there were 3 seats. On the middle had 3 seats. And then on the far end had 3 seats. So it's too big, too much big. So there's economical and the first class. The first class will board where their chairs are different from those people who board in economical, where the chairs are well made, nice looking. They boarded in first, then children, and then regular people like me boarded. Then we were off from 23 hours to Holland. And because I had some tracking application, I was able to track on how the movement will go. So I was just enjoying. I think I didn't sleep in any way. I didn't sleep from South Africa to Holland. I think the flight took close to, is it 8 hours from South Africa to Holland. I enjoyed my flight. We had the experience, like the turbulence says, the plane, because it's so big, it was just quiet, enjoying the flight. We even met some friends. I met some South Africans, some people going to Holland, coming from South Africa. We could chat. It was just a very, very nice flight. You at the back of your seat, there's a TV or whatever you call a computer. You could watch movies. For a chance to select any kind of movie you can watch. So sometimes you are just in the mood of watching music, football, movies. You're just enjoying yourself. Sometimes you forget that you're in the flight because it's so quiet, like you're not in the air. Others people could doze, others could just enjoy watching the cloud in the window and so forth. So the flight was very much perfect from South Africa to Holland, the Netherlands. Then we landed at Schiphol International Airport. Wow. People, some airports are so big. We landed there, so I had now to find a connection going to Chicago. So when we landed, because every time when you land at the airport, there are those TVs that shows the flight that you have to connect. So you have to check on the ticket, say which plane am I going to use to connect going to where I'm going. So I checked in there. Then I followed people who were also going the same direction. Where I was cleared at the Schiphol International Airport, that is in the Netherlands. And we went here. We found people waiting for the same ticket for the same plane to be ready to fly to Chicago. So waited there for some time. until we were ready. I even met one of the best subscribers. I like him so much. That is Wadamaya from Ghana. Though we couldn't know, we just greeted, hi, hi, hi. I know you from YouTube. It's a very, very good guy. So we just said hi, then waited for the ticket to be ready, for the plane to be ready, and then we jumped into the plane. We started another long journey from Holland to Chicago. Like I said, my journey was full of connections. So we moved from Holland, that is the Netherlands, to O'Hara Airport in Chicago, and that was another long journey. I think that was another 8 hours, 7 hours. Yeah, I mean, the flight from South Africa to Schiphol Airport, that is in the Netherlands, that was 11 hours. And then the flight from O'Hara Airport to, from Schiphol International Airport, Netherlands, to O'Hara International Airport in Chicago, that was 8 hours in the air. That was another beautiful journey. I enjoyed. At least I had time now to sleep. I slept along that flight because I was tired being awake for 11 hours. So I didn't experience a lot of outside because I was damn tired. Watched the video. I was able once when I woke up, I could get some pictures and see how the outside looks, and I was also able to track the distance, the journey in the air. Finally, we landed at O'Hara International Airport. So I was connecting again, and that was my point of entry at Chicago. So when we disembarked from the plane, I went for immigration, border patrol immigration, the immigration at the point of entry. And I was because I had to change the place where I was going. Initially I was supposed to go to Tennessee, but I changed going to Atlanta, Georgia. So I gave them the new address. That is at my point of entry. So they just inputted the system, and they got the envelope that I was given at the embassy. They got that envelope and just gave me some few documents. That's how I was cleared. So I proceeded going to collect my bag, because initially I was meant to stay in Chicago, but I had to reconnect going to Chicago to reconnect. So I had booked another air ticket from O'Hara International Airport to Atlanta, Georgia. That is Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport. So after collecting my bag, again where we bought the plane is very fast, so I had to jump on this fast plane going to where I was supposed to board for Atlanta, Georgia. You can imagine the connection. That is your first time and you don't know the place very well, but it's good when you're someone who's jacked up and who can ask. Don't fear people. Ask where you don't understand. Though there was a bit of difficulty in understanding because these people's accent, they speak so fast. But anyway, you could still tell, please, I didn't get you, so please, can you be loud and make sure you're slow in speaking, because I can't get you. I'm from Africa. You tell them the truth. So that's how I connected from now O'Hara International Airport to Atlanta, Georgia. So I boarded the plane. I found I was almost left. I found people were just on a queue now boarding for Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport. That's how I boarded. We left now from O'Hara to Atlanta, Georgia. But that was a flight that I a bit got scared, because there were a lot of turbulences, and from O'Hara International Airport we had to land at Charlotte. There's an airport called Charlotte. I don't know the state where it is. So we landed in there, and then we had to reconnect now coming to Atlanta, Georgia. When we landed, some people were dropping from at the Charlotte International Airport. Afterwards, the plane left now for Atlanta, Georgia, and that's how now we we moved to Atlanta, Georgia. I was at Hartsfield Jackson International Airport around 23, and my host was waiting for me. When I met my host, it was my most of a joyous moment. Was you can imagine you're going to a place and then you arrive at that place very late. You're even doubting if you ever meet your host, because now you don't know the place is a new place. I was very much happy. I met my host, and that's how we proceeded going home. So, in a nutshell, my flight had started from Lusaka, went to South Africa, that is the Oliver Tambo International Airport. Then we proceeded going to Holland, that is Schiphol International Airport. Then we went to Chicago, that's O'Hara International Airport. Then we went to Charlotte, from Charlotte to Hartsfield Jackson International Airport. So like I had to go through all these 6 airports. For me, it was part of adventure, and I enjoyed my flight. The only thing I didn't like in the plane, it was the food they served. It wasn't a good food. Sometimes I could fail to eat. Otherwise, all in all, my flight was the best flight, and I enjoyed because it exposed me to know different places. So please know that the only thing that got me here is the DV lottery, the green card. I applied for DV lottery, and if there's anyone who doubts that thing doesn't work, it works. Right now, as I'm doing this video, I'm doing from at Forest Park, that is the city of Forest Park, at Atlanta, Georgia. I'm just at the backyard. You can see the woods here. I felt I should share this to my brothers and my sister out there so that they also get inspired. Please know that DV Rotary is real. I'm here, and my family joined. They're also here, and I'm already working. I hope now to get an apartment so where we can move with my family. Right now, I'm still at my host, and we're enjoying and we're loving the stay. It's also a good thing. So please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. It's called to the end, as I keep on bringing new videos and explaining to you on how you can get here. I'm very much happy that I've got new subscriber. I've got people who get inspired in the story that I tell. I love you. Please don't forget to hit the thumb up button, make some comments, and then I'll be able to respond in the comment once I get online. I love you. Please, bye bye, take care.